I'll dive straight in because I just tend to do that. Today, I want to talk about rude people. I feel like there are quite a few rude people. It's mainly about that constant thing. If you are visually impaired and you have vision, people not understanding that legal blindness, whatever you want to call it, is a spectrum. And because it's a spectrum, what that means is there are people who are legally blind that can still see. And so I am one of those people. And this is rude regardless of whether you can see or you can't see. So I'm in IKEA, it's a Saturday. Everybody loves a bit of IKEA shopping on a Saturday. I am there with my cane. I don't have my guide dog. He doesn't like shopping, so he doesn't come shopping. I'm there with my cane and my trolley, standing in a self-checkout line. I'm with somebody else, but they've gone off to look at the sandwich bags of all things, which is very exciting. So they're looking at the sandwich bags slightly further away. Somebody who I don't know who they were, male, female, whatever gender, doesn't really matter. They're just a blob to me. And I think in this instance, it's okay referring to them as a blob because that's what they deserve. So they stood in front of my trolley and stared at me. I can't see their face, but I know by what they're doing, they're staring me up and down. Like, I am used to people staring at me. That's what people do, rightly or wrongly. That's just how it is. I'm not paying any attention to that. What they do is they stare me up and down and then they slip in the line in front of me. And I'm like, it's a very long line behind me. I'd already been waiting in the queue for ages. And I'm like, hello, the queue is behind me. And this person ignored me. And I'm like, the queue's behind me. Ignored me again. So I tapped them on the shoulder and said, the queue is behind me. So begrudgingly, this person turned around and walked off wherever they walked off to. No idea. The point to this story is that because I was using a long cane, they thought that I couldn't see them. So they thought they would take full advantage of the fact that to them, I had no vision. So instead of waiting the half hour like everyone else did, they would stand in front of the blind person that wouldn't see them and cut the queue. That is not okay. That is rude. That is very, very rude. So what you need to know is, queue jumper of IKEA, is that just because someone uses a long cane, just because someone uses a guide dog, just because somebody might look blind in your eyes and have no vision, they very well, more than likely, probably do, and probably can see you disrespecting and treating them like they are a nothing. So it's rude to do to anybody. And I can see you, and I don't like you doing that, and I don't want you to do that again, and I don't want you to do that to any other visually impaired person or anyone else with a disability or anyone else taking advantage of somebody. So IKEA person, you can do one and stand in a line like every single other person did that day. Okay, thanks for moan. And if anyone else feels like they want to comment on this has happened to them, please do. But I just thought I would come on here and share because I find stuff like that really frustrating and rude. Okay, bye.